two of the biggest names in the sport. They both took center stage on Tuesday.
Here's a fly ball, straightaway center field. This one's a long way toward the wall, and it is gone! Mike Trout powers one to straightaway center field. It's his second homer in as many nights.
Shohei Ohtani leads off and cracks a highliner, deep center field. It is gone! It just takes Ohtani to snap this pitcher's duel.
So both the Angels and the Dodgers shut out victors, right? You didn't give up any runs to the Diamondbacks, did you?
That's right. We did not.
Okay. Now, the Ohtani swing was big because Drew Rasmussen was great on this night. That was the only blemish in a 1-0 Rays loss, so the Dodgers get the dub. Mm-hmm. When something like this happens, meaning that Trout and Ohtani both shine on a particular night, how often do you, as an Angels fan, sit there and say, why the hell could we not have won anything with those two?
Oh, Rosie, I have this thought a lot. Although as I get more removed, it goes away a little bit more. Look, I don't know how much you really want me to get into this, because at the end of the day, it's always going to be me pointing the finger at the owner of our team, Artie Moreno, always and forever. The only thing that I will give Artie, even though I don't really want to, is that, when Shohei was in Anaheim, there were a lot of injury issues with those three. With three as in Anthony Rendon. They played 88 games together when they were in Anaheim. Uh-oh. I'm frozen. Okay, we're good. Ooh, that scared me. Sorry. Anyways, they played 88 games together, those three, and they went 44-44. It's my favorite stat of all time.
Oh.
So, I'll give the injury stuff to them, but at the end of the day, Artie Moreno does not operate a baseball team in modern times. He took over the team in 2003, ran the farm system dry, and has really just signed big names in hopes of getting butts in seats, and that's about it. So, of course, I wish that we could have done more while Shohei was here, but it takes more than, two people on a baseball team to do anything super significant, in my opinion. We don't address all of the other big needs that we have. And like I said, Artie runs a baseball team in not a modern way. He wants to stick his hands in all the pots and be involved, but he's like not a baseball guy, and he just wants people in seats. And like I said, I could talk about this for so long. But yeah, of course, I wish that they would have won together, but the people in the front office didn't make it happen.
So I do think about it quite frequently, and more than just the Freeway series when they hug out in center field together as they're getting loose. Like I wonder how the game is going to see that era. So I want to hit the fast forward button for somebody who is 4 or 5 years old and just getting into baseball, and they watch Shohei and he's their favorite player. And then in 50 years, they're at the Hall of Fame and they're walking around when both these guys are enshrined in Cooperstown, and they'll notice that the two of them played together.
Right.
And they're going to go, well, I know the name Mike Trout from my childhood, and he was kind of wrapping up his career, and he had gotten his 500th homer, and he was, I was told that he was one of the great players early in his career. He was a 3-time MVP. And of course, Shohei was my guy growing up, and that was it. They played together for 6. They must have been great, those two. And then you would go back and look and realize the best they ever did in a season was 80 and 82.
That's right.
And even that year, I think they finished like 23 games back. The closest they ever got to first place was 17 games at the conclusion of a season. That's the thing. It's not that they didn't. It's hard to win. It really is. It's hard to make the playoffs. It's easier now, but even when they were starting, it's hard to make the playoffs.
For sure.
But to not even sniff it with those two,
you're
talking about an organizational failure beyond belief.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an incredible failure, and that's why all of the blame should be on the front office and Artie Moreno, because you had so much time. to make it happen, to beef up the farm system. And it's not like, he just took over this team. He's been there for 23 years now. Like he all he cares about is people sitting in seats. He doesn't care if they win. He just wants to make money, and that's it. So that's why he, the Angels wanted to sign Garrett Cole. They don't get Garrett Cole, so they freak out and they get Anthony Rendon instead, because now they have another big ticket guy that's going to bring people into the stadium. That's all he cares about is getting people in seats, and that's it. He does not care about winning, which is such a shame, because the Angels fan base is, when they're winning, it's a strong fan base. I mean, I've seen it. I've lived it, and it would bring people to the state. Rosie, I'm gonna get upset. I'm gonna try to not get upset. Gonna try to not get upset, but
this is like therapy, Swilly.
A little bit, yeah. And again, it just goes back to Artie Moreno and not allowing his front office to work in a way that is modern, and he wants to be involved. All decisions run through him. And it's, was a revolving door at the GM position for a little bit, and it's a revolving door at the head coaching position. It's just, and if you asked anybody now in that front office, they want to win right now. They want to win. They have no interest in a rebuild, which they should have done however many years ago, but they want to win right now. Make that make sense.
What's unreal is the last 8 years to 10 years of Mike Trout's career is going to be, well, why didn't he want to get traded? Like, that's incredible that's going to be the narrative around the back 2/3 of his career, if you will. I will finally say that on this topic, Ohtani and Trout's baseball biorhythms were never specifically aligned, right?
Right.
2019 was the last of Trout's 3 MVPs. That was Ohtani's worst full season.
Right.
Then Ohtani won his first MVP in 2021. Trout played 36 games.
Yep.
Ohtani's best year with the Angels, when you combine the hitting and the pitching, was 2022. He finished MVP 2 and Cy Young 4. Trout finished MVP 8, but only played 119 games. He had a rib injury that cost him 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Angels did finish third that year. Way back. They didn't. They finished third. That was the only year they didn't finish fourth together.
Yeah. I mean, that's, like I said, those 3 in their whole tenure together on the Angels played 88 games together.
Yeah.
88.
Well, look, when you sign a long-term deal with a guy like Anthony Rendon, who was a fantastically talented baseball player.
Yeah.
But could have come up with a list of about 500 other things he would like to have done as a profession.
Right.
You knew that it was going to be a rough go. It's never that the Angels didn't, not that they didn't spend money. They have spent money over the last 20 plus years.
Yes.
They haven't spent it wisely. And
correct.
And that's what happened here. I don't know. What is I wonder if people are even going to remember Ohtani's 6 years in Anaheim. When it's all said and done, he's going to have so much success in Dodger Blue that they're going to be like, oh, he did, and he won MVPs there too.
Yeah, I would assume that it would, you get far enough down the line, and yeah, they probably won't. I mean, obviously he won awards there, so there's that, but I mean, that's about it.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
It's hard to obviously think about the future 30 or 40 years from now,
right.
But what are people going to have a memory about his time in Anaheim with Mike Trout? Let us know. Yeah. Comment section. I'm sorry to have done this. I found it fascinating that since they both went deep on this day, that are you mad at me? It's okay to be mad.
I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you.
A lot of people get mad at me. It's
no,
fine.
I get it. I understand, but I am going to take a second to say that Mike Trout is second in voting right now for the AL All-Star or for the AL All-Star team, which is really exciting. And he is having a really, really good year. He leads the American League in runs and all that stuff. He's like second and third amongst outfielders in OPS. He's just been really, really good this year.
Yes, and I would love it to see him start the All-Star game in Philadelphia. I think that would be fantastic.
We need it.
Yeah, and well-deserved, because we do have a lot of stars that unfortunately are banged up and are not going to play. Right. So you do need some of those huge names to kind of offset that. And he's one of them. And I hope that everybody continues to stuff the ballot box, even though y'all did do it digitally. So exactly there you go.
Okay.
Today's episode of Baseball Today, it is sponsored by Samuel Adams. Yes, this summer, America turns 250, and nobody's more ready to raise a glass than the beer named after the founding father himself, Samuel Adams. From the man who helped spark a revolution to the brand that's been brewing independence since 1984, Sam Adams is leading the celebration all summer long. Crack open a summer ale, that crisp, citrusy wheat ale with a bright lemon finish that tastes like the 4th of July in a glass. Or you can grab the limited edition Star Spangled Variety Pack loaded with summer ale, porch rocker, American Light, and fan favorite blueberry lager. Look for their retro-inspired packaging in a store near you, because this isn't just another summer, it's America's 250th. So join the rally. Raise a Sam for the founders, for the flavor, for 250 years of independence. Cheers to 250, America. This Sam's for you. Samuel Adams, the Boston Beer Company, Boston, Massachusetts. SamuelAdams.com. Savor the flavor responsibly. All right. It is time right now for Pack in the Park. This is where we look at players and storylines that are getting fans into the stadium. It is brought to you by our friends over at SeatGeek. Now, Kyle Schwarber, if you're a Philly fan, you get to go out there. Let's say you arrive in the top of the first with 1 or 2 outs, and you look on the field and you're like, oh my God, what happened to Bryce Harper? Is he hurt? Kyle Schwarber's playing first base? Yes.
Sure is.
Don Mattingly said, we're going to do this like 8 to 10 times a year. Get him on his feet. Get him out there. Get him mixing it up. He can't just be a DH the whole time. So Schwarber was out there for the first time since the 2021 ALCS when he toted up with the Boston Red Sox. And guess what? He must have liked it.
Farah fanatic. That ball's hit well out toward right field. Hernandez is back. It is gone into the first row. Farah, you're leaving me hanging.
25th homer of the season. Yeah, that's Tom McCarthy and Crucky and Ruben Amaro and the rest of the crew. They were all doing the game from the seats. So they were talking to Farah the fanatic. Of course. They were talking to some fans. Do you like it when broadcasts go into the seats or no?
I think it's fun. I don't mind it. I don't know about for a full game, but I don't know. I like it when they mix it up. I think it's fun.
Yeah. I mean, they had like 5 of them all sitting there. And the funny thing was at the end of the day, instead of an on-field interview where they throw a headset on them, they had Schwarber walk over behind the plate where they were located. And Schwarber's got a microphone, but he doesn't have headphones on. So he can't really hear them. So he's like going like this up against the netting. He's like, hey, what are you saying? So that part got a little awkward, but there were definitely some cute moments. No question about it. Schwarber, his 9th career 25 homer season. He's going to get to 500, isn't he?
I think he might get to 500, Rosie. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah, 365 now? Yeah.
So he's one of these generational sluggers that I think we're going to talk about for this generation where you're like, oh, man, even though that one was like a wall scraper, there's so few of those.
Yeah.
Like he hits some of the prettiest home runs we see in the sport.
He really does.
Yeah.
He really does.
He'll be in the home run derby. I think both he and Harper have to participate, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, Schwarber at the very least, but I think you have to get both of them in there.
Yeah. I think that if Harper makes the team, which I think will be a tough chore, but I think he'll get there.
Yeah.
I think if they're both make it, there you go.
I mean, geez.
It's a thing of beauty.
It is. It is. He is so fun to watch. He's
Yeah.
He's so fun to watch.
And a good dude. All right. So congratulations to him. He became just the 4th Phillies player to reach the 25 homer mark within the first 73 games of a Phillies season. He joins Ryan Howard, Jim Thome, Chuck Klein. Pretty good list right there.
Yeah.
As far as the team side of things, the Phillies closed within 7 games of Atlanta in the National League East. Braves had their games suspended. Do you think there's still a chance for the Phils?
I mean, I don't see why there wouldn't be a chance, right? I mean, it's June 7th.